This is my Chevy 5.3 LS that I'm rebuilding. Today we're going to drop in the pistons, crank, and so much more. Let's get to it. Alright, so first things first is gapping the piston rings. I did the top and the bottom ones. Once we got those rings gapped, now let's throw in our pistons. First we're going to lube down these cylinder walls with some oil. We're also going to oil up the piston rings. And also oil up the connecting pin that holds the rod to the piston. Once we got those all oiled up, we're going to start throwing in our pistons. We're going to use our tool here to press the piston rings in. Then we're just going to slightly tap the piston on the head, just ever slightly. We don't need to beat it hard. And easy as that, we got our pistons in. And now this is what we're looking like once we got all 8 pistons in. You see we're looking great there. We got those all in. Now let's move to the next step, which is going to be dropping in our crank. So let's get right to that. But before we drop this crank in, we're going to throw in some new main bearings real quick. All we need to do to get these off is use a flathead and just gently tap it, and just like that it's going to pop right out. Now let's throw in our new ones. Once we got those in, now it's time for some new rod bearings. Let's remove those end caps of the rods. Then we're going to pull off the rod bearing. Now let's just throw down those new rod bearings on there. And just as easy as that, we got all new main bearings and rod bearings. Check that bad boy out. Now it's time to grease these all up and get our crank down in there. Let's do that. It's better to have these things lubed up as can be rather than not lubed up. Alright, once those main and rod bearings are lubed up, we're just going to drop the crank in right in like that. Alright, let's throw on the bottoms of those connecting rods and get everything bolted up. We're going to place down that other rod bearing, snap it in, lube it up, and we're going to throw those bad boys down. We're just going to tighten everything with the ratchet for now. And check that out, we're spinning with no problems. Now all we got to do is just torque everything down. But if you want to see that, you're going to have to hit that follow and stay tuned for the next one. Appreciate you for watching.